Mm-mm-mm.
All right, well, I'm going to go to the combat tracker. I am going to set it back to 0 and then do the next round. And then I won't hit first combatant until everyone has had a chance. Toto's right in the middle. These are horrific card dealings. These are horrific. Ava, somehow you're at the top of the order with a 9.
Somehow.
Not bad
Can
for
I
you.
can I shake my get rid of shaking?
Um,
Let's see.
when we start the round, you will get a free unshake roll. So hold that thought.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
9, Erica, and then Toto kind of in the middle, and Sophia and Shep way down. Wow, for 5 card drawings, you think I'd get one face card or some such, but it's not the case. But I will give you the opportunity should anyone wish to draw again.
I do. I just, again, with hesitant, I don't have a good chance.
Understood. Then I'll go to the first combatant, who happens to be Ava.
I remain shaken.
You do remain shaken.
That's fair. I just got jumped by a giant dog.
That means all you can do is move or move and run. You can run when you're shaken. All you want to do is get away. And I'm going to put Erica
Yeah.
into a square. Somehow she's in a half a square. And I'd imagine
I will do that.
this thing has knocked you probably not fully prone, but you're kind of on your hip and one arm bracing yourself on this pavement, and
Yeah.
you've probably got your other forearm up, trying to protect your throat and face. And this thing has foul, hot, brimstone smelling breath. What would you like to do?
I will. Well, I'm torn between running for the door and running behind my friends.
Hmm. The door would certainly put you in a more dangerous route, as you would have to
Yeah.
fully pass by Toto. But
And also, I don't know exactly what lies inside of the bar.
or even if the door's unlocked.
Yeah. But I have a lot of pace. So I wonder if I can afford to do so.
Yeah, your pace
Because
is.
if I run, well, I guess firstly, just to remember my what I can do in a
Hmm.
turn.
Yep.
You trying to check if the door is locked counts as an action?
Yeah, I would give that to you as a free interaction. One time.
Oh, okay.
So turning the knob and
Because
pulling will either open the door or convince you that it's locked or jammed.
yeah, I wanted to know because I if I need to do a multi-action thing to run to the door, check if it's locked, and then run again. That counts as a multi-action.
No. No, it
Okay.
would not. You could stop your action, play with the door for a split second, and then continue your movement around the building, or what. So yeah, shaken. Just to verify, you may only take free actions such as moving, including running, and you already got that free attempt to unshake at the beginning of your turn. Now you could get up and try to run past Toto to the door. You could get up and try to run to the relative safety of your friends. You could also
Yeah.
you could also curl up into a ball and try to protect your face and throat. I mean, that is certainly an option, which I will just throw out there as, you know,
Yeah.
what else could you do? Or you
I
could fight.
think.
You could fight. You could.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna. I'll use my run, so I'll roll the run die to see how much more pace I can get on top of the stuff.
Very good. And indeed, you are not really truly prone. you're down into a semi-crouch, supporting your body weight kind of with one outstretched hand, using the other hand to.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
Ooh,
total
I ran.
running. So you get a. Isn't that odd? Total movement of 7. Your ordinary movement is 8, right?
Yeah, but I'm wounded, so it's down to 5.
That's right.
Mhm.
That's
So
right.
yeah,
That's
I
right.
looked
That's a
at it.
down. That's a downward spiral. It affects everything you do.
Yeah, because and I fleet-footed is still active, but that's the only reason I have 5. Because I think otherwise I would only have like maybe a 2 or a 3.
Correct.
So I'll scoot over here to the door. Check it.
Okay. Um, let's say
Locked or not.
Toto is going to take a attack of opportunity as you leave his square.
We're gonna take this
It could kill you.
risk.
It could certainly kill you.
Rip me, guys.
A 5 is a hit. A 5 exceeds your parry of 4. The damage,
Yeah,
not with a
because
raise.
even if I'm holding the spear thing.
Ava, you have
Oh, is it
taken
one wound?
1 wound, only 1 wound, which is enough
I'm
to
incapacitated.
quote unquote incapacitate you.
Yeah, I am down for now, bleeding out, I guess.
Yes. On your turn, we will roll and see how incapacitated you are. Is it
So
like a
that I would not have made it anywhere.
correct,
I'll scoot myself back.
right? You probably make it to there.
I my I was gonna skip my turn, but I forgot it's on Toto.
Okay. I'm going to apply that wound unless anyone speaks otherwise. None appearing.
Having a bad time.
I will apply
I
that.
can't share bennies, so
Rolling out on
Do
the
you
injury
still have
table.
the Benny I gave you? Or did you use that already?
I used that earlier to see if I
Darn it.
can soak more wounds, but I only managed to soak 1.
You're gonna be okay, Ava. Please take another Benny. No!
Ooh. Dies. Now, in fact, that did not happen. That only happened because I moved the pennant up back to you and
Oh
off
my
of Toto. But
God.
it's kind of funny that I see 3 bullet holes with wounds, with blood
I
trickling
know.
from them, and it says Ava dies from blood loss. No, not yet. I
Rip.
am I am willing to retro that Benny. It just seemed to be a bit of a
Did that
miscue.
happen because it went straight back to my turn?
Yes, because I dragged
Oh, okay.
the little pennant back to you when indeed it would have been
Yeah.
a full turn would have to elapse for that roll. So let me go to Sophia and then I'll go to Ava, and I will allow her to put a Benny in and you can make a oh gosh your vigor is a 6,
I
so
just lost an extra
Yeah.
Benny.
an extra Benny. Oh,
Yes.
oh okay, sorry, I dragged that over.
Oh.
And I shouldn't have because you expended that resource. So I will rectify that before we go any further.
Should I just drag it onto her token for that to happen?
I
I don't
dragged it.
know if it'll work.
Oh, you
I
dragged
dragged it
it.
onto her because it didn't
Okay.
seem to work last time. There,
So
you're back at 4.
um,
Ava's got 1.
drag the Benny over onto
No, I've already hit apply to that damage. So
Oh, I
in
see. That's
retro,
fine.
just make a vigor roll, and hopefully we'll make sure that wild die rolls as well.
It's rolling this at -4 because it's counting me as dead, I think. Wow! Wow!
Them dice don't lie.
No, they don't. That's terrible, guys. I rolled 2 1s. 2 of them. Snake eyes.
Very good.
All right. Well, I'm just on the floor now. Good luck.
Erica yells. She uses some profanity. Says something like, "You fucking bastard, demon bastard fucker," and runs up. And
How dare you?
she is going to take a swing. She is going to wild attack. She is going to take 2 swings. So I'm going to impose a double action penalty upon her. This being dire. First of all, she doesn't think that the other 2 have the fortitude to put this thing down quickly. And she thinks she might be the only one. No, she's not the only one with healing. I think Shep also has healing.
Mm-hmm. That's where Shep's going.
Got a first aid kit.
Hmm.
Erica's going to swing, no longer constrained to using that light club, which she disposed of. She's going to use her heavy club, that aluminum baseball bat that she took from the back behind the register at the convenience store. Multi-action 4. Erica is going to use a Benny on that roll. Okay, she manages to the thing moves out of the way. It's wary and very combat effective. It moves out of the way, and she tries to correct. As she draws back to swing, she hits the dumpster, which she is basically corner to corner with, and it leaves her forearms numb and tingling. And I'm going to impose a point of fatigue, of bumps and bruises upon her. She will take her second attack, suffering that penalty as her arms are numb and stinging. She hits. Her dice ace, even with the multi-action penalty and the fatigue, she manages to beat Toto's parry. She will do some damage. She manages to shake Toto. Not enough to do a wound, just enough to shake. For free, I will throw in. Oh, she doesn't have the heart. Okay, Toto does not have the hardy edge. He gets a bonus to recover from shaken, but he does not have that extra ability that when you're shaken, you can't be shaken twice. So I'll just give that out for free. Combat tracker, Toto, I will, let's see. I will apply that shaken condition. She has swung twice. She managed to crit fail. She took a minor condition from that. She's yelling and screaming, "I'm going to kill you! I'm going to kill you!" And just a steady string of expletives coming from her very pretty mouth. I will advance to Toto. Toto unshakes. No longer shaken, he is going to reply in kind. No, I don't know why. So Toto has focus in the combat tracker. I don't know why when I click it, it only select. Oh, targets Erica. Erica is targeting Erica. That is odd.
Click on him again, maybe.
Yeah, let me first of all make sure that Erica is not targeting Erica. So I click on him. He is selected. He is active in the combat tracker. I am going to clear his targets. Maybe it was because Ava was targeted. Okay, I guess it knows he can only target one opponent, but that's fine. He will attack Erica with his vicious bite. Just gross saliva, just flecks of it as it snaps. And of course that saliva and that drool, that thick mucousy strands of it just hanging from its rather sizable jowls. He misses, only gets a 2. Well, rats, I guess. Sophia, it goes to you. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm going to run over with the spear and try to stab at it. If I can't hurt it, hopefully I distract it enough that it ignores Ava.
Try to target it.
Yeah.
Let's make sure the let's make sure the combat
With
tracker.
Toto.
Very good.
Okay. Stuff. Here we go.
It's only a 2.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay. It's awkward.
It is.
This thing is much more nimble than the Tin Man, and in fact, it's if it could chide you a little bit, it would. It would taunt you if it could.
Yeah.
Would you like to advance your turn, or are there other things you would like to do?
Well, I've already tried to stab at it. I don't suppose I could use the stun gun.
No, but I would let you pull that stun gun out and have it in hand, if you wish.
I will. Yes. Maybe that would work a little better.
Shep, what would you like to do? Shep, you're muted if you're talking.
I'm going to. I would, but I'm more worried about Ava at the moment.
I'm sure he'd like to shank somebody.
So I'm going to try to squeeze behind the girls to where I can reach Ava and try to do a tourniquet up.
Okay. Very good.
And that's healing, right?
Yes, and that takes 10 minutes. So let's see.
Can I pull her back down like 1 square and do that at the same time and start the 10-minute healing? Basically just getting her out of reach for the moment.
I'm going to make a roll, or have you make a roll, such that you don't cause her to bleed even more by trying to move her. But it's certainly possible if you want to move her sort of out of harm's way, as it were. I'll let you decide.
Okay. I just, in my mind, I can see him wanting to move her down because to get her out of harm's way, and it'd probably be easier for him to apply the tourniquet that way.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna have you make a healing roll to move her in such a way not to tear open that gaping gash in her throat.
Damn.
Oh no!
And it was sitting there on a 5 for so long.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't Benny that, can I?
Nope.
No.
No,
I've got
they're
bennies.
critical
I just
failures.
You could have
so
more.
So that was to move her without causing more damage.
Yep.
Do I still get a chance just to try to start the tourniquet up?
Certainly. Oh, absolutely.
Okay. So is there a row for that, or
It takes 10 minutes.
we're just doing it? Okay.
Yep.
So I'm doing that.
Healing takes 10 minutes. Yep.
Okay. So I guess that's the end of my turn.
Make a spirit roll.
Spirit. Let me find spirit.
We have spirit. Yes, we do. We have spirit. How about Tante?
I'm about to become a spirit in a minute.
Aunt Shep.
Hang out with his great times what 3 aunts.
Join the family.
Here, we saved you a seat. We knew you'd need it. I'm
Oh
going
my
to
God.
bring your Tante to bear. And we'll go to the combat tracker. And I believe we will go to the next round. Toto up top. Sophia and Shep and Erica and Ava down below.
Wow. We really have not been getting cards.
Oh no.
Very good. Toto is going to, unless someone wants to burn a Benny. None appearing. Since no one is going to burn a Benny, I
There's
will.
a bar full of adults.
Yep.
Trapped.
And they're just.
They're trapped and getting attacked by something else.
It's a tough combat. You guys have done what you can do and employed sound strategy. And in fact, I thought hunting down Toto first was a stroke of genius. Now it might not quite play out that way. Nevertheless, a few bennies have floated from heaven down into your trays. As I'm going to roll 1, 2, 3, Sophia, 4, 5, 6, Erica. It's a 2. It is Sophia. Let me go up and try to find out what that roll was on that. Display the sum. No. Reset. No. Copy the text to the clipboard. No. Unlock. No. Half value. Double value. No, I'm just. Dies. This size was 5. Okay. Very good. Toto no longer targets Erica. Instead, he decides. Yeah, her chaps are thick. It's going to take him a little munching to get through. But there's Sophia, who looks tender, moist, and juicy, and he will target her instead.
So tender.
Very
Squishy.
tender.
So moist.
Delicious. Good eating without the hard candy shell.
Delicious.
And if
Questionably nutritious.
I was going to say he lunges and misses with a 2.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, a 2 clears your or meets or clears your parry.
I'm very squishy.
oh wow.
Yes.
And here comes the hurting. 2 wounds, 16 points. Those razor sharp, inch long fangs just dig into your thigh.
I can Benny those?
Yes, you can. The
Yeah.
intended damage is going to be shaken with 2 wounds as he rips, gouges in your flesh, and blood sprays, and he laps at it expectantly and enjoying the warm, salty flavor. Holy crap! I saw
Hey,
two
I think he
two
might have it.
sixes and two threes.
that was
Um,
nice.
you used a Benny to soak that damage, and you did soak that damage. Um, upon further reflection, you look down, see that your jeans are torn and rended, and there are a couple of gashes, like a teeth mark, fang marks, very thin and not enough to cause you a true wound. But he left you a little gift as evidence of his assault on your leg. And oh, did I?
If I can't hurt him, I'll just use my body as a shield.
That was his. That was his attack. So I will go to Sophia. It is your turn.
All right, stun gun time. I am still yes, I am. Okay, wonderful. That would still be unskilled.
A one. A one will not hit.
One more time.
Is that even worse? Yes.
Yeah.
That's a zero.
Just missed
A
three.
clean miss. Again, it probably the electrodes at the end of this wire probably land in a puddle of goo and spark as the electricity is expended in this
Well,
mucousy
can I at
pool.
least move this way? I'd still be. I'm not like moving away from him, just like to the side.
Since it's only two squares, even though you're going through Erica, I'm going to permit it.
Okay, that's my everything right now.
Shep, Sophia has passed her turn onto you. What would you like to do?
Tante, no, we can't lose our Tante. No, it's no, no.
Shep, you see Ava's spirit appearing as a ghost, and Tante has wrapped both of her hands around Ava's forearm in an attempt to tug her to keep her from leaving. Ava's spirit looks like it wants to depart, but Tante is holding on in a manner to keep her from going on to her greater reward. And Tante looks at you with her eyes wide.
Man,
And then she
we all want
focuses
our
back.
time back. Would be so dramatic.
Then she focuses back on trying to persuade and convince, cajole, wheedle, beg, plead Ava not to depart. What would you like to do,
Don't
Shep?
do this to me and Potato. No,
You
Ava.
I just got a dog. I just got a boyfriend. Why do I gotta die?
you see that Ava is pale, not bleeding anymore.
Hmm.
That little arterial is no longer spraying, and she looks cold, clammy, gray, and still.
What can I do?
For free, I'll tell you it's not necessary to do your aura reader to determine her health.
Okay. What I would like to do is finish with the tourniquet and tape it up and plead Tante to continue trying to get Ava to stay on this plane?
She's looking at you wide-eyed and shaking her head no. Um, you you wouldn't really put a tourniquet around a throat. I think you
Yeah,
probably really very securely and tightly do affix something to staunch the what little
right.
bit of the bleeding still remains.
Okay.
I will advance your turn. Erica continues to swear. You GDMF devil dog, I'm going to send you back to the flames. I'm going to kill you. She's going to target. I guess I have cleared targets, so I need to retarget Toto. Again, she is going to take a minus and frenzy, try to attack, a double attack. And here it goes. First swing on Toto. Again, this time Toto steps nimbly aside, and the full force of Erica's blow uh, comes down and contacts the cement, already jarring her numb, semi-numb forearm, wrist, biceps. But this goes all the way up to her spine and her neck. She hit with such force, and does unfortunately impose another level of bumps and bruising. Nevertheless, she soldiers on, swings her second strike. I see an ace. I see an 8, a parry. Beats his parry and hits, taking a +1 gang up bonus from Sophia also being involved. That heavy club strikes Toto and does minimum damage of 2. Erica expends her last Benny to try desperately to do some damage. A little bit better. 8. Toto is shaken. Ow, y'all! She swears some more. Round 3.
This looks better.
Erica up top. Erica, Shep, Sophia, Ava. All the way down to Toto at the bottom with only a 4 of hearts. Erica's going to swing again. This time she opts not to wild attack. I may have said frenzy, which is similar but distinct. She's going to wild attack. Not going to wild attack. Take one single swing and hope it's a good one. She's out of bennies. She misses.
Uh-oh.
Goes to Shep. Ava looks sad and forlorn. Her spirit looks tired as she attempts to pull free of Tante's grasp. What would you like to do?
And her body basically seems to be unresponsive,
Yes,
correct?
correct.
Having a bad time.
Honestly, all I can think of right now is all Shep would do would just be crying, continuing to try to fix this
Hmm.
and pleading with he's probably going back and speaking kind of broken Spanish, um, just pleading Ava not to leave him.
That's a fair assessment of the situation. Good for a role playing Benny, I'd say. I'll advance past you to Sophia.
Yep. Oop,
You know
I
that
think
Sorry?
it went down to Ava. I think I hit at the same time you did.
Okay. Oh, I see. I see what you mean. We'll go to Sophia. Sophia, you know that Erica is in excruciating pain. You heard her hit with the full force that aluminum bat onto the broken asphalt pavement of this stinky area behind the Angry Stick Billiard Club. What would you like to do? Toto is shaken. He appears to still be going a little bit from that one shot that Erica placed upon him. Probably struck him on his very broad, thick cranium. But he still looks game and very much in the fight. What would Sophia like to do?
Could Sophia quickly bend down and grab Ava's what was it? Was it hairspray?
Oh yeah, her bag had here. Let me tell you what she's got.
Yeah.
her
Yeah.
her ill-gotten
Her
gains.
her tote bag has a bag of a can of hairspray, a kerosene bottle, a lighter, and in her hands she has one of the spears that she did makeshift, uh, which is probably by where the dog is because I mean she got jumped, so it would have dropped.
And she also
Uh,
stole some lip gloss, a cereal bar,
Grab
a
chocolate.
diet soda, a street map of Pine Box, Texas, uh, a highlighter, a
She's
magic.
probably over here like, oh no, this is why I've died because I did a bad thing.
So you've already got a stick in your hand, Sophia. So I wouldn't judge it necessarily advantageous to drop it and pick up Ava's. But you've heard
well,
the other
I was
stuff, and you know what she's got.
I want the fire.
Okay.
Take the lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bag has hairspray and a lighter in it.
The hairspray and lighter. I want to try to light him up. Let's just
All
cycle through weapons and see what hits.
all it will cost you is a notice roll, as that big
Okay.
lighter will say it was a dark navy blue, and it's hard to see back here in the bag with that very dim light. Wow.
Because I have a lighter, but
You
it's not
know,
as good as her
sure.
lighter.
You see it with a 14 on your notice roll that comes up to be a 12, even with ADHD. You basically reach all the way to the bottom of the bag, thinking it's the smallest thing and it would fall to the bottom. Nope, nope, that's lip gloss. Nope, that's a cereal bar. There it is. Sure, you come out of your slight crouch with, um, oh gosh, I'm trying to think of what the name of that hairspray is. It ended with ETTE,
Is it like Aquanet?
something net. Yes, Aquanet, and you have
Aquanet.
an almost brand new, only been used once Bic lighter in your hand, and I give you that as kind of like a free interaction.
Okay. I'm going to try to light light Toto up.
Make a shooting roll.
Oh.
A one, untrained.
We'll try.
A one, untrained. The
Yes.
first time you didn't activate the Bic lighter correctly. The second time you had it too far away, and it 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 did spray and it did ignite a little bit of at the lighter, but it didn't go far enough to really be a blowtorch. It was just kind of a fizzle.
Oh boy. Why didn't my dice explode then?
Sure, on the notice roll, you roll a 14. The dice are swingy. Savage Worlds dice
Yeah,
are
they are.
swingy.
Man.
Would you like to use your last Benny to try to set Toto ablaze? Or would you like to save that precious resource? Maybe for a soak roll. It is your choice.
Heck. Try one more time.
A 3 will not do it.
Oh, why does it say dead?
I know. It's cruel. It's very cruel. 1, 2, 3, Erica.
It
2,
could be the last time
Erica.
Ava is here.
Toto is going to try to bite the slender cowgirl. I will go and make sure that Toto no longer targets Sophia, but instead I try to drag it on. No, Toto does not target Toto. No, that would not work that way. Targets Erica. Indeed, Toto does target Erica. He will bite. That's right, he unshaked last time. A 1. Misses. It's kind of important for me to know if that was a critical miss, a crit fail. So I will roll another d6 just to ascertain it does not come up as a 1. And it does not. Toto merely misses. And that is at the end of the round. We will go to the next round. Shep, all the way up at the top with a joker. Erica right on your heels with an ace. And then Sophia. And then the body of Ava. And then Toto all the way down with the 2 of hearts. How I would love to expend one of my bennies to draw again, but I
Man,
will
how am I getting good cards when I'm dead?
not. 7 of spades. But Shep, you're up there with an ace. +2 to all your attack rolls and abilities checks.
So, uh, within this last round, has Ava broken free?
No. She looks tired, bedraggled, beleaguered, and accepting of her fate that she will leave. But for now, Tante seems to have a pull over her and is not, she's gritting her teeth with determination, not letting the spirit leave just quite yet.
Okay. Because I guess what, as a player, what I'm trying to figure out is would Shep realize that this is a losing battle?
I don't know what battle you mean.
Trying to keep Ava here.
Yes.
Okay. Just try to hold on to her a little longer. Tante, I need to. I at least want to say goodbye properly after we put down this damn dog.
Tante, you can see, even though she's a spirit, you interpret her expression to be one of determination. Her teeth, she has gritted. Her eyes are sort of squinched up from the force, even though it's spiritual force that she is expending, trying to keep Ava from
So,
leaving, and then she says, "Fight!"
so I will go up there, after grabbing my baseball bat up on the way.
Okay. Make sure you target. I guess you did. Yep. A hit.
A heavy club's the same as a light club damage wise.
Hmm. Why is it saying
A gang up
2d4?
bonus
Why is it 2d4?
if I had fighting?
Oh, let's see. Let's see. Sophia. Joker bonus. Okay, so you did get the gang up bonus. That was a
Yeah,
plus. That was a +2.
I'm
The
just
damage on that.
because
Let me
my
just pop open your.
light club was the same as the heavy club,
Yeah,
so that's what I'm trying to figure
let
out.
me pop open your sheet here and see on the combat tracker. Club heavy. Hmm. Isn't that interesting? That should actually be your strength, which is a 4
Right.
plus a 6, right? I
Yeah,
think. I think.
that's what I was thinking.
Let me open items one more time and just verify. It makes sense. Oh, I know why it is. The club is heavy. It should do a d6, but it can only do
Right.
as large of a die as your strength is. So it's reduced to a d4. That's what it is.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
I thought
Erica,
the D6 would be always, and the strength part was the one that changed. Okay. I am going to spend a penny and re-roll that damage.
ooh, I see an ace. A 10. A wound. Where did you hit it? Did you collapse its rib
Oh
cage? Did you hit it right over the head?
no! While it was snarling, I just took right through the teeth, up the snout,
Understood. It now looks like a pug.
and I feel no remorse for this dog.
Nothing left but a pool of water that intermingles with and seeps into the disgusting, I will call it a nameless puddle. For who really knows what it is, it's probably a mixture of water, motor oil, and probably beer and maybe urine. It seeps into the pavement.